Hey guys, what's up? So I am going to do a quick video on abandonment. That is like kind of like sweet and simple, and maybe I don't have to go like all into it, and it can just be like a quick thing. So abandonment is pretty much like the most popular. Well, I don't want to say popular because we don't like it. It's what people have the most. It's the most serious trigger, I guess we can say, right? Because there's like neglect, there's like trust issues, all that stuff. And abandonment kind of like has all of that put in one, but you're also scared of being like left, right? Um, Abandonment can happen in all different ways that we look at it as being unloved, not being paid attention to, not being heard or seen, for your accomplishments or, your feelings and what you want to say. You might be told that, like, you're too sensitive, so you shouldn't have any feelings. Um, hold on one second. Okay. So, shit, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So like I was doing stuff on like borderline personality disorder, and like you can also bring that into the picture because you can have like a generational thing where like you're usually like daughters will get it from their mothers, um and guys, it comes from your mothers more, but I think with daughters it's easier for them to get it because of their mothers, and sons are. um and it's pretty much borderline personality is pretty much the worst fear of abandonment. Like it's like like if you fear abandonment, like this is like no other. If you have borderline personality disorder, and you can have splitting, it's kind of the same thing as bipolar, but it's not. Bipolar isn't a fear of abandonment. You don't act out of abandonment issues. You know what I mean? You do out of mood disorders or whatever. Um, so a lot of people can actually get like misdiagnosed, because BPD, borderline personality disorder, isn't really that easy to diagnose. And it's a very complex kind of disorder. I didn't want to learn about that at all. I'll talk about that in a different video because I need to wake up my son soon. But the thing is that the why when it says borderline, it's not like personality disorder as in like schizophrenia. It's like because you have a split. Like you'll have a split, like a trigger, mainly abandonment, something related to an abandonment issue, that something happened, that you have a trigger where like you become a different person. It's called a splitting. Okay. Like think of the movie Split, just not a bunch of characters. Abandonment. Okay. So abandonment can be created as kids. Things looked at as abandonment when we're kids, and that's like the worst time because we're kids, we don't understand what's going on. So I always use this kind of example, and hopefully I can do this quick because I have to wake him up. Okay, so I always use, well, one of them. Okay, I'll do mine, but I'll do another one. So if you think about it, it can be as simple as like, um, your mom went to the bathroom, right? And you're like at a birthday party and you didn't know. And you're looking everywhere for her and you're freaking out because you don't know where she is, right? And like, so you like go over and try to find her. And then like all of a sudden, like she appears. And like you're young, so you don't really understand that all she was doing was going to the bathroom. She wasn't leaving you, but you think that you're going to be left alone. And like, being a human like is about connections. It's about making connections, about belonging. So your caregiver, you look at your caregiver as the main love source of love, right? So if they just disappear, it's like they don't love me. And it's like that's like the biggest thing. Like if our triggers are what depend on when they come out of not feeling loved, right? Like I used to be, if you hurt me, I wouldn't let you see the weakness. I would flip out on you and get angry, and it would not be good. I don't really do that anymore. But instead of like either saying, obviously, like, you hurt me, or acting a different type of way, like I would out like bad. Like I would cut you with my words. And I don't know, I'm kind of proud of how I get angry, because I don't know, guys apparently like to purposely get me angry because I'm hot when I do it. So that's awesome. And I've been told so many times. But anyways, so enough about that. Abandonment comes from survival the most out of any other trigger. Because it's a tribe, right? Like it comes from Indians. That's what abandonment really comes from. And of rejection. It's like the same. So if you're like in a tribe as an Indian, right? That's your survival. Like you guys work as a team. So if you get kicked out of that tribe, it's like you're on your own for survival to be able to live. Like, so when you're abandoned by a group of people that you thought loved you, you're not only abandoned, you're rejected, but that's how you look at, I can't survive now. So when people can't do something that they want to do because they're scared of rejection, instead, it's like, try to just be ready going into it that the worst thing that can happen is the answer being no. I mean, some people can be really mean and they can make fun of you for whatever reason the reason is. Like, if, people don't want to tell their feelings because they're scared of how people are going to react. And if they react in a way of, hurting them, making fun of them, laughing at them, like, that's going to kill them. Like, I was, this is how, like, a belief of, being scared of a big dog can be formed, right? I have a big dog. He's on my YouTube, not really on the Angel's Answers, but on the other ones he's in pictures for the thumbnail, but whatever. There was a little girl, she's probably like 1, and her mom was like holding her and like helping her walk or whatever, and she was coming over to pet Brutus, and the mom wouldn't let her, like she just like kind of scooped her away, and it's like, she'll say like, no, like, don't, whatever. It's like, you're pretty much saying that going to big dogs isn't safe. Like, that's how a belief from a child that easily can be created, So like another thing of abandonment, one of my things, and it's so easy to like just explain. And I'm an adult now, so I can look at it as what it is, but still got to heal. And by healing, it's kind of like just accepting, letting that person walk away, loving yourself. Because if you don't take care of yourself in a way, like, you're abandoning yourself. So you have to put yourself first. And just know, if somebody walks away, it's not your fault. It's their triggers. It's their reasons. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do with you. And a lot of people don't understand that. But you just worry about you and know you got, like, I know it's not easy. It's easier said than done. But if somebody's making you feel like shit, like, cut them off, because they're abandoning your feelings. They're abandoning you from your needs. They're abandoning you from love. So you're abandoning yourself. So why wouldn't they abandon you back? Like attracts like. You know what I mean? So, are you serious? So that's what happens when the dog doesn't want me to be doing something. Like, I was doing stuff and I was writing notes down to be able to do a video later, and he literally just sat on top of them. Yeah. He'll like sit on my phone so I can't find it. Anyways, so my dad, and this is what I mean by, like, if somebody like walks away and you look at it as abandonment and that you're not loved, look at it like this. Ready? Look at it where the abandonment belief came from. Because my dad worked third shift. When my dad was home, he was usually angry. He was, physically, mentally, emotionally abusive, spiritually knocking you down, whatever. So he was gone. Like, we'd have dinner. He'd be sleeping all day. So he'd wake up pretty much in bad mood, eat dinner, go to work. And then when I was like getting ready for school, he'd be coming home. So that whole time he'd be sleeping. So because he was always so angry, and then he would just leave, I looked at it as being abandoned from love. Like, he didn't love me. Like, he needed to leave the house in order to not be with me because he didn't. Do you know what I mean? Like, you don't love me that much that you have to leave. Like, I'm the reason why you're leaving. In reality, he's leaving because he's actually loving me to put food on the table. And I can look at it like that now. So when you look at things like that, it's easier to be able to be like, oh, I wasn't getting abandoned. I'm okay. Like, even when it's a shitty situation where, like, you really did have a caretaker just get up and leave. Like, I can't go into that in order to give examples on anything with that right now. I don't have time. But I just want it to be understood that abandonment isn't as big as people make it out to be. But it's just because they don't understand where it comes from. And if you can understand the situation and scenarios of where it comes from, you can change the perspective because you're looking at it as a child. You know what I mean? Once you change the perspective of it, you understand it better. And when people walk out of your life, you can look at it and feel some other different way about it and heal. And I'll do more videos like this. Like, I was just doing narcissist stuff because I'm going to try to, like with the daughter one, I'm going to give examples of my own life to help, whatever. You want to have some patience. And at the end of every video, I'll give you guys a little thing. Oh, we have lovers and God. That's all I have to say. Lovers, beloved Zeus, this cosmic union is destined for greatness, as we're talking about love. And this is Maya, this is Atlas, Father of the sky, God. I release the weight of the world from my shoulders. Perfect. All right. I hope this helped in some way. It's a quick little video. I gotta wake him up and I gotta leave and start my day. Well, I started at 4, but who cares? Whatever. Love you guys. Bye.